Until 1000 CE, India had a large share of the world population, but its GDP per capita was not much higher than the subsistence level. During the medieval times, India was the world leader in manufacturing, producing 25% of the world's industrial output up until the mid-18th century, before British rule. According to an estimate of 1638, the Mughal court of India had accumulated a treasure equivalent to $1.5 billion. So definitely, India back then was one of the richest country. Independence came in 1947 with the partition of India into the dominions of India and Pakistan, within the Commonwealth of Nations. In 1950 India became a republic and the link with the British Crown was severed. The Dominion was part of the Sterling area. In 1991, India made some major policy changes in their economic ideologies. Privatization has a very broad meaning in economics. Everything that ranges from the introduction of private capital to selling government-owned assets to transitioning to a private economy. Privatization is beneficial for the growth and sustainability of the state-owned enterprises. Following the trend of privatization across the world, the Indian government in the 1990s also introduced privatization amid hue and cry from many of the political and social groups. Privatization directly shifts the focus from political goals to economic goals, which leads to development of the market economy. Instead, privatization enables countries to pay a portion of their existing debt, thus reducing interest rates and raising the level of investment. Privatization gave a boost to the Indian economy. Banking sector, industrial sector, communication sector, and real estate saw the huge growth. Foreign companies invested in India due to abundance of resource, presence of labor at relatively lower wages and special investment privileges such as tax exemptions, etc. For a nation where foreign investments are being made, it also means achieving technical know-how and generating employment. When it comes to laborers, Indian origin scientists and engineers in the U.S. grew 85% between 2003 and 2013, says a report by the National Science Foundation, a key funder of research in the United States as well as a monitor of demographic change among scientists and technologists. Then the question arises that why do most companies hire Indians? The answer is because of IITs. The main objective of IITs is to impart world-class education in engineering and technology, to conduct research in the relevant fields, and to further advancement of learning and dissemination of knowledge. These institutes are also contributing significantly to education and research in basic sciences and humanities. The Indian Institute of Technology is not only the most prestigious engineering college in India but is also well recognized all over the world. Engineering students from every corner of the globe work hard every year to clear the entrance examination for getting admission in IIT colleges. Most engineers from IITs after completing their graduation prepare for CAT and get into IIMs. They get an edge over other non-engineers to crack the MBA entrance exam because of their exposure to various competitive entrance exams. Lakhs of candidates appear every year for JEE Mains, from which less than half of the candidates qualify for the JEE Advanced. Around 20,000 to 25,000 candidates qualify, out of which only 10,000 candidates get success to get seat in 23 different IITs. From different colleges, India produces 1.5 million engineers a year. Then where do these engineers go in search of job? Most of these engineers shift to a city called Bangalore. Bangalore is known as the Silicon Valley of India because of its position as the nation's leading IT exporter. A demographically diverse city, Bangalore is a major economic and cultural hub and the fastest-growing major metropolis in India. The scale of the IT sector is an advantage. Currently, over 1.5 lakh people, many of them engineers, are hired yearly in industries here. Bangalore's IT industry grew during this period with establishment of local and foreign IT companies. Indian technological organizations like ISRO, Infosys, Wipro and HAL are all headquartered in the city. The location of Bangalore became another factor of it becoming the Silicon Valley of India. There are many tech parks in this city. Electronic City is one of them. Electronic City is one of India's largest electronic IT industrial parks spread over 800 acres in Bangalore. When it comes to local Indian companies, Tata Consultancy Services (TCS), owned by the Tata Group, and Infosys are the biggest IT giants in the city. In terms of revenue, TCS generates $23 billion annually. Infosys ranked number 3 on 2019 Forbes World's Best Regarded Companies list. Infosys, a global leader in next-generation digital services and consulting, has been awarded the number 3 ranking on the Forbes list of the world's best regarded companies for 2019. Infosys owns world's largest IT training center in Mysore campus. Infosys has 82 sales and marketing offices and 123 development centers across the world as of March 31, 2018, with major presence in India, United States, China, Australia, Japan, Middle East, and Europe. IT giants like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, IBM, Oracle, Samsung, Uber are situated in the city. Bangalore is also called as Startup City. Many startups in the city were funded by capitalists or bootstrapped. Ola, Flipkart, Zerodha, Bounce, Pay are the successful startups worth billions. Today the founder of these startups are billionaires. According to the report, Bangalore is now one of the fastest-growing tech startup hubs in the world. A total of 1,200 tech startups were added to the list in 2018 alone. Today, the city boasts of 7,700 registered startups. Bengaluru has 34 billionaires in 2020, an increase from 30 in 2017 and 26 in 2013. And the number is increasing every year. The IT industry's revenues are at an estimated $190 billion, growing at 7.7% on a year-on-year basis, and by 2025, they are expected to reach $350 billion. The Indian government has been quite active in rolling out incentives for the IT and ITS sector. This is the story of Indian IT sector. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video.